Okay, now that I've actually got some finished here, see, about that much. This is my quality control inspector, by the way. He's one of my foster kittens. So one of a pair of black twins. They were named Alvin and Bart at the shelter for no reason that I can figure out. I haven't gotten around to finding him a better name yet. He's an absolute sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Yeah. And you're doing quality control inspecting for me. Okay, now you need to, this is actually a little easier early on, and I should have explained that then. You need to get the end of the yarn
You have to have the cat playing with the end of the yarn while you try to do this.
You need to pull the end tight, okay, with that bit that you looped around before. Okay, so just pull it really nice and snug. Do it from the inside so that when you don't have small creatures lying on top of your scissors, which went somewhere, there's a pair, you can cut it off, but make sure you leave some there so that it will stay. Okay. Now, basically just stuff it back downwards. You can do that part earlier on in this process. It gets a little harder once there's more there. I'm knocking my stuff on the floor. Okay. So, you've got basically a little bit of a tube with a closed off end. I'll let him have the finished one.
Oh no, we wanted to test it.
Okay. Now, you need some stuffing. And just stuff it right down in the middle. As I said, this is just out of an old pillow, and I've got enough from one standard pillow to make a lot of mice like this. This is a very small fraction of it. Okay, so what you've got, once you get stuffing in there, is this. Okay, and on the top you may have some still poking out a little bit. That's okay, that's not a problem. Now, this is the one that you're currently on, that you just finished.
Now, would that be 6 or 5 or?
You don't have to count it.
Okay.
You can just go around until you've got as much as you want.
Until you're comfortable, then.
Go to the one beside that, the one that you would do next. Hook underneath it. Okay, pull it up and off, but hold on to it, and hook it over the next pin. Okay, so you've actually got 2 stitches on the same pin. Grab the lower one, pull it up and over. Back in there, stuffing. Okay, and then just do the same thing again. Hook this, pull it off, put it on the next pin, hook the one underneath, and pull it off, up and over.
Okay. Would you mind if I do like an over your shoulder?
Okay, grab hold of this. Hang on to it. This is another place where this hook comes in really handy because it doesn't fall off easy. Up and over, and then grab this, pull it over the top, and there you go. Grab this, move it on to the next one, up and over, And there we go. And once more. Grab this. Up, over, down. As you can see, I'm not really an expert. I just came up with this out of the blue. Okay, so now you've got one left. Now, grab your loose yarn. Okay, pull it across the pin and do one more stitch. Up and over. Okay. Now, pull this one so that you've actually got a big loop there. Okay. And it's actually easier to slide it down and out through the bottom than to try to pull it up. So just do that.
Okay, what did...
I just pulled the mouse out the bottom of the spool.
Okay.
Okay. You can kind of squishy this around however you like to get the stuffing in where you want it. Now we just need to do the tail. So, very much the same as the other toy that I made. Pull it through. You've got a loop. Pull the yarn through. Pull it tight. Pull the yarn through the loop. Pull it tight. And you can make this as long as you want. I've made a few with really super long tails so that I could actually tie them to a lower bar of a cage so that it couldn't fall out and get lost on the floor somewhere. You could do the same thing and tie it to a stick for your cat, or just use it to dangle it around, or you can make it a short tail. Just don't make it too short because they really like the tails. I would say don't make the tail any shorter than the length of the body, and preferably longer than that. Okay. So you just do this for a little bit, and then find your scissors and snip. Okay. Now, to finish, just pull the end all the way through the loop and pull it tight. Trim off the extra, but make sure you leave a little bit because otherwise it's just going to unravel. Okay, so there's just a little bit there that's still fed through. And you have a mouse. And you just squish it around however you like. You can make it short and fat, you can make it long and thin. And I don't know where my quality control expert went. There you are. Oh, get back here. Does this meet with approval? You'd rather have the plain yarn, huh? Guess what? You get the mouse. You can also put catnip in the middle of the stuffing if you wanted to make them catnip scented. And I suppose if you really wanted to, you could get a lot more creative with decorating them. But this is how I do them, to make them quick and easy and...
Oh, bless you.
be able to make lots of them for the shelter cats.